Oh, welcome. Sorry, didn't see you there. Today, I would like to share a big moment in my gaming journey. Throughout my life, playing games, there's always been one genre that I never attempted, Souls-like RPG. It always intimidated me, and one time I did try a playthrough, it was Dark Souls, and I ended that prematurely because I did not do well. Needless to say, I was excited to take on the challenge of beating my first Souls-like game with another Crab's Treasure! Now, hold on a minute, don't leave just yet. Despite its bright colors and cartoonish aesthetic, this was one of the most brutal gaming experiences I've been through. I went into this thinking it was a cute RPG made by the company behind Going Under, a fun roguelike I've enjoyed. What I got instead was bang your head against wall boss battles, endless backtracking for my loot when I died, and constantly learning how to adapt to new mechanics and how to min-max my character, which I don't even think I did properly. This game challenged me from start to finish and gave me a little taste of what it was like to play a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, games that I want to beat someday. With that out of the way, I want you to join me on my journey through the open ocean and figure out whether one man's trash can become another crab's treasure.
What word comes to mind when you think of the Earth? For some, that word might be beautiful. Others might say the world is hateful, or evil, or unstable, or full of shit. But above all else, the word that best describes our world is resilient. Against the odds, time and time again, creatures adapt to make the most of their given environment. Some learn to feed on others, stealing their vitality for their own. Some become scavengers, living off what strangers leave behind. And others still, as we will soon see, would prefer to be simply left alone.
Our story follows the adventures of our hermit crab protagonist Krill, who enjoys living alone in his quiet, calm, solitary tide pool. That is, until his home is stolen by one of the most terrifying creatures out there, the government. With his home gone, Krill is forced to head out into the open ocean to get the money needed to buy it back. Immediately, once we're out of the safety of the tide pool, we are assaulted by crabs that seem to have lost their mind, moaning about the worth of things. Oh, fellow crab, hello, sir. Work? I don't wanna work. Moaning crab. You don't look so good. You don't look so hot, man. Oh god, get away from me. Oh, there's more of them. Okay, alright. Haha, more of you. I'm leaving. Bye-bye. God, there's a lot of these suckers. I think I can run infinitely. Okay. Okay. I'm dodging. I'm pressing. Okay. Already going great. Narrowly escaping that fiasco, we find a weapon to defend ourselves. The humor is not lost on me that we are using a crab fork as our main weapon here. Now with a weapon in hand, I continued along, feeling confident against anything that I came across. I mean, how difficult could an RPG not made by FromSoft even be, right? Okay. I already died. It's the tutorial. Oh. Yeah. Got it. Oh. We're in for a battle here, folks. Okay. Ego definitely took a hit with that. On one of the first enemies, I was quickly slain and humiliated. This was the wake-up call needed to remind me that this was no ordinary RPG, and I was going to need to be smart and focused for every enemy. Shortly afterward, I found a moon snail shell that works as a rest area where I can level up and restore my health. The leveling system in this game uses microplastics as currency, which I find kind of hilarious, as the issue of plastic pollution in our oceans and seas is quite a concerning situation. To be at the forefront part of this game is funny in a very real, dark sense. Moving along, I have another encounter with the loan shark before heading into the shallows to try and get an audience with the Duchess to discuss getting my shell back. Stepping into the shallows, I can't help but admire how much charm this game oozes. From the way sandcastles are built to the little garbage littering the ground, there's so much detail provided by the devs. I especially love these popsicle sticks that have jokes written on them. It's a good time. Why did the crab cross the road? He's attack fusion. Before really exploring the shallows, I'd like to find where the Duchess is, so I speak to the first person I come across, and they were nice enough to point me to the Duchess's castle, Fort Slacktide. But then this rude little snail proceeds to call me a slacker and tries to have a go at me. So I did what all sane people do, and I put him down immediately. I even got a new shell out of it. This shell doesn't even fit! Never mind. I guess we'll continue with plan A. Upon reaching Fort Slacktide, I am barred from entry because, as the guard puts it, my loins remain ungirded. I can't go see the Duchess naked now, can I? Thankfully, the other guard on duty pointed me in the direction of their captain, who's providing charity to crabs in need. Sounds like a nice guy. So, off I go to get some clothes. After a few... Woohoo! Yes, sir! Unforeseen roadblocks, I make my way over to where the captain is stationed, and somehow a vending machine is down here. And it has enough power to light up a button and shoot out some cans. Well, anyways, I can at least use these cans as a temporary shell in the meantime.
Close off, lawbreaker!
Lawbreaker! Oh shit, is that the captain?
I'm sorry. Was I supposed to grab a ticket?
You think yourself above the law?
I am the law.
Not so easily outwitted.
He's just yelling across this expanse. Can't even hear him. Like, what?
Of the beast.
I'm really sorry. I'll go to the back of the line, okay?
You should be so lucky. I'll have your head like I have these
God, he
other
strung
weapons.
those guys up.
Lawbreakers.
And here comes the so-called great guy captain, running out of the base to punish lawbreakers as he sees fit, which in this case means killing me. We jump right into our first boss battle, and it ends in defeat just as quickly as it starts.
Is destined for the grave.
After numerous attempts, I was finally able to overcome the first boss, and already the gameplay loop of continuously fighting, dying, learning attack patterns, and refining movements and techniques is pushing me to my limit. I can tell this is going to be a long journey.
This soul is destined
Oh,
for you
the
down.
timing is just not there. I am not timing this well. Yes, yes, take that, take that.
You can't
Let's go.
run the law forever, kid.
All of it, I'm getting so hyped. It's just the one boss. Pollution scoured. The scourge of the sea. There's gotta be self-defense. I just murdered some guy. Chuck. Alright, play cool. He just tripped and broke his leg and landed on his sword 37 times. Back to reality, and we're gonna pass off this whole ordeal as self-defense. I mean, he came at me first. At least we have a shell now and can go see the Duchess. With my loins girded, I can finally see the Duchess, who makes a deal with me to bring back a shiny, gorgeous object for the return of my shell.
Perhaps we can work out a deal, little hermit.
Wonderful. Another fetch quest. I just want my shell back, man. Anyways, I head over to the moon caves, and as I enter them, I'm introduced to a new power, Umami. This power allows me to utilize spells unique to the various shells I can wear. Each shell has a different ability, and I now have another thing to keep track of and adjust to in the heat of battle. Searching deeper into the moon cave, I discover the leader of the Duchess's platoon party, who's been transformed by pollution into a mindless beast. Okay. Oh, thank God the last one did enough damage. I was dead next. After a brief battle with them, I gather a pristine pearl that I can give to the Duchess. Before heading back to the Duchess, pearl in hand, I travel a little further into the moon caves and find the moon snail, who introduced me to Umami and has been guiding me through the caves. In the moon snail cave, I am able to use Umami crystals to learn new skills to help in battle. The first of which is a fast travel mechanic. With these new skills, I level up a little using my microplastics and quickly return to the Duchess to complete this journey, get my shell back, and finally head back to my quiet little tide pool. Great, and I'm back. That teleport is such a handy skill to have. Things don't seem the same around here. The oceans become a muted gray and the music has become more somber. The ground's becoming polluted and all the guards are now aggressive towards me? What's happening? Trying to make my way through Slacktide was like running a gauntlet. I had to preserve as many healing kelp pods as I could while either avoiding or quickly ending fights before I got defeated. New and stronger enemies made it so much harder as I had no idea how to best deal with them. And on more than a couple occasions I was defeated and had to do everything all over again. After fighting my way through the fort, I made my way to the Duchess, who had gone mad when faced with the fading beauty of her kingdom.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but your guards are going nuts out there.
Everybody's going a little nuts.
Little hermit.
Oh, contraire.
Our minds are
my
clear as
God.
crystal now.
Oh, shuck.
I think you might have
Once
something on the
thought
front
my Dutch
there.
Quite beautiful, you know. Worth preserving. But compared to the reefs, it's a shameful, transient thing, destined to wash away.
I mean, everything in life
Why I'm
washes
having them
away.
tear it down. I thought my beauty worth preserving too. But of course, my worthless life will wash away as easily as any other.
The worth of things seems quite be a theme so far. Oh, she crazy.
You're dead.
Oh!
Ruby.
Much more easily.
You're
Okay.
mine.
Oh God. Okay, I'm not getting close to
See
that.
how worthless this all is.
All right. One fierce battle later, and she leaves me with a few haunting words after she is slain.
All of our lives are as sand beneath the tide. You'll see one day.
But I get a new skill called Adaptations that grants me extra powers even without shells. This battle gave me a chance to practice using shell spells, and I enjoyed using ones that buff my own abilities rather than just doing damage on their own. After the pollution is scoured, the lone shark taunts me for a second time and runs off to New Carcinia to try and pawn my shell off for himself, leaving me to chase after him once again. Along the path to New Carcinia, I met another hermit crab Firth at the reef's edge who was looking to make a quick buck selling trash found in Slacktide. Looks like a typical finance bro to me. I better steer clear of that guy. After that quick meeting, I tried my hand at making it to New Carcinia, but I found the path to be a little more difficult than I can handle. To give myself a better chance, I traveled around the shallows to collect more microplastics to level up. And that was when I came across a wandering boss called the Royal Shell Splitter, which I would just like to add has the most banging boss music. They really did a great job with these tracks. It never got old, no matter how many times I died and went back for my loot. And boy, did I have to go back often. Oh, man. Dude. Oh, brother. I had to focus like crazy to figure out this boss's tells and move accordingly. Even in the end, as I was taking him down, I was knocking on death's door, and a single mistake would have been my demise. With the Shell Splitter slain, I now had some extra levels and confidence to traverse the path to New Carcinia. Despite all my newfound confidence, I still died multiple times on that path. To make it there, I had to accept that I couldn't fight every enemy I came across, as it wasted precious time, resources, and mental energy. But with a final hop, skip, and a little rolling jump, I made it to the city of New Carcinia. Wow! Would you look at this place? New Carcinia. The big crab apple, filled with big lights, big buildings, and a big isle of trash that controls the very economy that Crab Society is built upon. I'm sure that won't be a problem later. First, I have to find where that loan shark took my shell, so I asked the town greeter Portolini? Right? I'd better see if he has any leads. He recommended 4 locations to check out: Shellfish Desires, a luxury goods store; the museum and its curator Conch; a dive bar called Bottom Feeders, ran by a crab named Nema; and finally the town's blacksmith. The last 2 are located beneath the big city lights in the impoverished part of town known as the Lower Crust. I go to check out the locations, but none of the people there have seen a shark nor my shell. I was just about to lose hope at ever finding my shell. I'm drawn towards a suspicious prawn who's just opened up a new pawn shop, and he's wearing my shell. Before I could figure out a way to earn my shell back from the slimy prawn, a loud commotion began. Too late. We got Trash Island coming in. Cutscene.
Trash Day! It's Trash Day!
Yarr,
Everyone
it's
get your
Trash Day.
baskets. Don't miss out! What is that thing?
It's
I've never seen
totally
anything
worth
like
it.
It's a message from the captain! It's
Can
got his
you
face
find
right
me,
on it.
Booty?
It's gotta be! Excuse me? Excuse me, please.
Conch.
Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Carcinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not
My
mistaken,
God.
this is part of a map! A map showing the way to
know.
a most valuable treasure, I say.
You might be
If
right about
someone were
that,
to
Conch.
find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say.
Oh my God.
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard
That
something.
squid just... He
I
got
could
a...
have almost sworn
got a shell
there were
popper
some
on him.
citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables. Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation.
What a
That would be
dickhead.
safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections to my taking sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Hey kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet.
Damn, why
A prawn
Pronathan's-
never goes back on his promise.
Okay, well, but you're
yeah!
a sketchy
I'm gonna find
son
that
of a gun,
treasure!
so... Damn! You just put the blicky in my face!
You go, kid. Roland can't tell us what to do. That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first.
You heard him, Grabs.
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair. I hope you know
Damn,
what you
Conathan
just dove into,
scurried
kid.
away. He ran.
See you in the open ocean, treasure hunters.
Treasure hunters. What a goddamn creep. Well, whether I like it or not, this treasure hunt seems to be the best opportunity to get my shell back. Looks like I've got to head north and get those map pieces before anyone else, so I can say goodbye to my home forever. I think I'll have to be careful around that Roland fellow, because he doesn't seem like the sharing type to me. Heading across the bridge to the north of New Carcinia, I find Nema there, who gives me advice to stick to the arches to avoid being slurped up by some monster lurking in the sands between. Of course, I'm sure she has her reasons to be worried, but come on, this is Krill we're talking about. He's built different, and no monster out there is gonna get in my way. Oh my god! And okay, alright. No, I can take him out. I can absolutely take out this Ravener. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, no, that's fair. Oh my god. He wombo comboed me. Dude, and now I gotta go all the way back there. Alright, sticking to the archers it is then. God, the Ravenous is right. That monster had a fork and knife. Oh my goodness, he was gonna dice me up and make me his lunch. Oh man, I'm avoiding that mess as much as I can until I'm confident to take him on. Alright, continuing onwards to the North Grove. Whew. Alright, finally made it. With the moon snail shell found, I can now explore this new area without fear of having to run through the sands again. Would you look at that? A guard from Fort Slacktide survived, and it looks like they're scourging pollution from the ocean just like me. Although they seem a bit too intense for my liking, I'd better make sure not to mess with them. I get informed about the situation here by Firth, and it seems like what happened at Fort Slacktide also happened here not too long ago. A bunch of crabs went crazy and started killing each other for no apparent reason at all. You know, maybe this economy built around gathering useless trash isn't so safe and secure after all. Anyways, I've got to explore this new deserted area to try and find that map piece to continue with the treasure hunt. One thing about this area is that it adds in one of my least like enemy types, and that's rangers or bow and arrow enemies. The fact that I have to expend so much energy just to get to them, all the while they're pestering me with constant projectiles, is absolutely infuriating. Slowly but surely, I make my way further into Grove, but before I can cross into the deepest parts, I run into a new boss. This one threatened to suck me up and smash me into minced crab meat, and it also spawned weaker mobs to try and slowly wear me down. But although it originally caught me off guard, I was able to take out this boss on the first try. Clearly, I was getting the hang of these battle mechanics. Oh, that's not good. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! Holy... Oh, come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. A small friendly fish. With that boss defeated, I continued deeper into North Grove, where I found myself atop an oil drum leaking sludge into the area. I guess that's one piece of the puzzle as to why all the crabs started going crazy. Here, I also met with Nema again, who gave me quite a brutal reality check. Even if these crabs have gone crazy, they were all sane and normal and rational at one point, and it really gave me pause as I took in that information. Anyways, back to the wanton slaughter. Beyond the oil drum was a sushi boat that was the arena for the next big boss, the Intimidation Crab. This boss was a huge step up from all the others and really tested my abilities. I had to manage my shell spells, health, learn the boss's attack patterns and timing, and even figure out how to deal with his second phase. This was a true test of how well I could handle future boss battles and how much of the game's mechanics I'd mastered already. Oh, because I'm hitting X, not Y. Oh my god. After a solid 25 minutes of battle and losing a lot of my microplastics. No! 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 That's, I'm definitely fine. I'm definitely mentally stable. I finally conquered the boss and collected the first map fragment. Fuck me. Fuck me. Come on! Let's go! I feel nothing for murdering you. I feel nothing. I feel nothing. Ooh, stainless relic. Upgrades. I'm gonna make my fork even better to kill more motherfuckers like you. Oh. Oh, that hurts so much. I don't want to level up right now. I'm good. Ooh, what's this? A treasure map? Before heading back to New Carcinia, there was a small path beside the boss arena I wanted to check out. You know, spirit of adventure and all that. This would be the worst decision I make in this playthrough. This new path was littered with enemies and obstacles that made traversing it a living hell. I would constantly get blasted off the object I was climbing, ganged up on by enemies, and even without enemies, the jumps would cause me endless grief. Transferring. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Eventually, I made it to the end of this path, but not before the game finally pushed me past my breaking point. There we go. Without unnecessary damage. Remember when I said unnecessary damage? Okay, what the fuck? Oh shit. Oh shit. Going. Current. Safe. Get it. Enter. Thank you. Home sweet home. Okay. If that made me lose all that junk just because these two motherfuckers double teamed me with their goddamn bullshit, I am quitting right now. That's it. That's it. No, we're done. We're done right now. We're done for now. We're done. That's it. Yeah, not my proudest moment. I'm sure there was plenty I could have done to save me that pain, but I was overconfident and frustrated, so mistakes were made. But I had finally made it to the Curdled Village. Ooh, what treasures could I find here? Oh my god! Alrighty then. Clearly I'm not welcome here. As I made my way uphill, I found a new outfit for Krill that was the intern character from Agro Crab's other titles, so I guess I found my new outfit to wear for a while. But finally making my way to the top and defeating the killer archer up there, I was so excited for what I was rewarded with, and what I got was a shortcut back to the boss arena. And a new shell type that I don't use. That's it. See, this is why I said this was the worst decision I would make. All that pain and all that suffering for nothing. An outfit and a shell that I won't even end up using. Fantastic. Anyways, it's time to head back to the big city and find my next piece of the map. Back at New Carcinia, the museum curator Conch points us to another map piece located in the town run by Roland, the greedy trash magnate, and that we'll have to head there quickly to get to it before he does. As it's become customary, I decide to do some upgrading to prepare for this next location. I upgraded my fork, moon snail skills, and even added some new stowaways to my shell. Stowaways are small upgrades or additions that you can add to your shell to help boost combat power or other abilities. It was at this time that I really started putting my points into attack damage. I figured the best way to deal with opponents is to be able to hit them harder than they can hit me. And with all my upgrades done, it's time to head back to the Sands Between, and this time, I feel confident in my skills to take down Pagorus the Ravenous. I'm not gonna win this. Yep, no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so this is still going to be difficult, but I've got this. I'm learning and improving, and that's really what matters most in this. All right. Let's go. Let's go, big man. Let's go, big man. He dug himself down just to bring himself back up. Love it. Holy jeez. Oh, he stabs and then he backhands. Dude, how do I get away from that? I'm not even looking at where he is. I'm just getting out of here. Okay. I mean, whatever's health left is there. Heal up. Here we go. Let me continue. Oh. Oh. Alright. He's so close. He's so close. Come on. Come on, you mother. Yes! Pagorus is defeated! What do you got? We got the little cup on. Whew, what a fight. Alright, so what if I choose the boss? Defeated is defeated, okay? And I walk away from that boss a survivor. I also end up with a surprise map piece in Claw, which is nice. As I still want to see what I need to do in Roland's mining town, Flotsam Vale, I decided to continue through the Sands Between, but this time with my head held high as the one who defeated the monster lurking in its depths. Before I set a single claw in Flotsam Vale, I was ambushed by Roland's right claw man, Ankerton.
Thought you could just scuttle in here?
A trigger-happy squid who wants nothing more than to put me in a box floating down a river. I had some trouble figuring out his patterns, but it gave me a good opportunity to practice a new dodging skill that I unlocked. It didn't take much before I was beating the brakes off of him and he ran away with his tentacles between his legs.
Not worth my time.
I'm sure that won't be the last we'll see of him, though. A putrid stench filled the air as I stepped foot into Selfish Corp's company town, Flotsam Vale. This town is filled to the brim with sludge and garbage. Workers live amidst all the gunk when they're not scavenging for trash and scuttleport trying to make a living. The hardest part about Flotsam Vale was trying to make my way around while dealing with the numerous enemies that just would not give up on trying to kill me. Flotsam Vale introduced some new enemies, and one in particular became my nemesis very quickly. This one enemy type spread around sludge wherever they went and was the bane of my existence. It didn't matter how far away they were, they could lock onto me immediately and leap towards me while doing passive damage with their sludge. Pairing that with the dog-like sardine enemy that kept hounding me until I died, I very quickly lost patience and got very close to rage quitting again after losing my microplastics while trekking across the sludge.
And there goes all my fucking junk, man.
Working my way through a small cave system, I come upon the upper level of Flotsam Vale, near the docks of the town. Below the docks, a gladiator-esque arena was waiting for me with the scuttling sludge steamroller waiting. Thankfully, this boss's moves were slow and a bit easier to predict, so after only a few tries, I was able to defeat him and move on to explore the rest of the docks.
Oh, damn. Yes. Yes, yes, yes! Oh my god, yes.
There wasn't much there besides an area that seemed to be locked for now. I had a sneaking suspicion I would be back in due time. Continuing on to the other side of the upper level, away from the docks, I found another cave system which had quite an interesting design to them. Part of the caves were above water, and although that doesn't pose an issue for me as a crab, it limited my movement abilities. I couldn't swim, and no fish enemies could chase me above the water either. Following the cave system to its end, I stumbled upon a mini boss battle. Unaware that it was a boss battle, I quickly died on my first attempt.
Oh no! This is a boss.
Yep. Oh, that's fair. I love that I'm just like, I bet I can just run away. Oh, it's a boss! On my second attempt, though, I managed to use the space to my advantage and isolated the sisters. Once I focused on getting rid of one of them, I could swiftly take care of the other.
There we go. See, without your sibling, you're nothing. You're nothing.
You know, I was pretty proud of this boss battle because even though I got defeated, I quickly used the area to my advantage and was able to defeat them relatively easily. For my efforts, I even got a new adaptation that allowed me to shoot out energy like the bubble-slinging sisters I had just defeated. After defeating the Ceviche sisters and coming out the other end of the cave system, I found myself at the mailbox where the final map piece was located. I quickly grabbed it and decided to head back to the city to figure out where this treasure was hiding. In New Carcinia, I had Conch help me in figuring out that the treasure was hiding off the coast of Flotsam Vale, hidden in a slurry. All we needed was a boat, That's exactly when that slime ball Roland came in and snatched up the map for himself. Now it was a race to see who could dig up the treasure first. And after leveling up some more skills and upgrading my weapon, I teleported to the docks back in Flotsam Vale. But Roland had already set off and destroyed all the other boats except one. The one he left, of course, had no charge, and I had to find a way to get it running. Thankfully, there just happened to be a trash scavenging operation in Scuttleport right next to us. With my new mission set of finding a battery, my next destination was Scuttleport. Scuttleport was an interesting level that utilized new mechanics in the forms of magnetism. I had to find proper shells to attract myself to traverse the area. Along with magnetism, electricity played a huge part in this new area. Many enemies used electricity to stun you, and even some of the puzzles required electricity to get through. One thing that made my life so easy in this area was finding a stowaway that was just a rubber band. Its only use was to make me immune to electrical attacks, but that made it such an important item to help me in this area where electric attacks were aplenty. After a few more puzzles, I made my way to the large tower at the center of Scuttleport and found myself face to face with Voltai, the accumulator.
The world these days is dark and mean. Even the water tastes unclean. And even those you love and trust would rip your limbs off if they must. Like Mr. R, the one in charge, who scrapped our homes to build his barge. But don't be gloomy, glum, or sad, 'cause down in here, it's not so bad. Save crying for another day. Forget it all. Come on, let's play.
Being an electric eel, and as you would guess from their name, this boss used a variety of electric attacks that I would have normally struggled to handle without my trusty rubber band. With the added immunity the rubber band gave me, I easily cleared the boss on my second attempt. I think I definitely could have gotten it on my first attempt, but I spent a little too long learning the boss's patterns and took too much damage in the meantime. After defeating the boss, I gained a new adaptation that allowed me to power the ship, and with my new ability, I went to the docks to head out for what I assumed would be the final showdown with Roland. With the ship powered, we were on our way to hurry and reach the treasure before Roland, and on the way, Crow was having enough of dealing with all these extras surrounding him. I don't want to be rude, actually. Just the immediate cut. I would actually prefer if, it wasn't so crap. When everyone was chatting, he explained his reason for wanting the treasure. People were none too happy about it. I mean, you have to feel for the little crab, right? He's enjoyed a quiet, peaceful life when all of a sudden everything he's ever known and cared about is ripped away and he's thrown into all these dangerous situations. He's had to find himself in a world he's had no idea about. It's terrifying, and he just wants to go back to normal. His normal. But as Nemo points out, sometimes you need some perspective in your life, to see the bigger picture instead of staying in your own little world. Before things got too heated, though, we caught up to Roland's ship. We make our way aboard Roland's barge, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Alright. Yar me mateys.
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. No one even showed up to stop us.
Yeah, I'm thinking that
I don't like
same
it.
thing
Something
first.
smells about all this. Roland knew we were gonna show up, so where's all the resistance? It all really stinks of...
A trap?
Well, you'd be right.
You are, bottom feeder.
Okay.
See, us civilized folk have rules.
First
As much as
come,
I
first
dislike your little model crew, it wouldn't be gentlemanlike to have you disposed of without a good reason. But all y'all have just stepped onto my private property without permission. And where I come from, that's a crime called trespassing. I presume you know what we do to trespassers at Shellfish Corp. Inkerton, kill the city folk.
Gladly.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
And as for you,
Oh, please. Oh, damn. He's gonna be the pinball.
I'll send you down the drain myself, you little flatworm!
Whoa.
The boat turned out to be a trap, and I found myself going head-to-head against Roland himself. This boss battle was quite a unique experience. Now, it took place in his ship, which was a giant pinball machine, and at points, Roland rolled himself up and acted as the pinball to attack you. It was quite a fun experience. The devs really made use of the sound effects to heighten the experience of this fight. Throughout the fight, I found myself relying on the sound effects quite often to be able to time my dodges appropriately. Finally, after an arduous hour-long battle, I finally managed to defeat the Shellfish Corps president. It took a lot of timing and constant upending Roland onto his back to do it, but it's over. I finally won.
Come on, yes! Let's go! Knock his ass like a ball. Send him down the drain. Woo! Oh. Oh my God.
Remarkable work, vagabond.
It took me like a whole hour.
All that remains is to...
I don't care about the rest of y'all. We can all die for all I care. I'm done, man. Get that isopod out of my... Oh, he's still alive. Son of a...
little bottom feeders. Don't let any of these trespassers leave, boys.
Oh, you gotta be... You don't want to do this,
Y'all
guys.
just don't know when to
You don't want to do
doing it.
this.
You could have all stayed in your cozy little homes in the reef, watched the Shellfish Corp dug up this treasure, and waited for that newfound wealth to benefit everyone in town.
Except it wouldn't,
But
you
y'all just
shellfish
had to get
bastard.
greedy. You decided you deserved this treasure more than the fine people of New Carcinia. And I would be remiss as a local business leader if I didn't punish y'all for this little indiscretion. I dare say that not a single one of y'all...
Shut up!
Oh, yeah, Krill.
I've been working my butt off trying to get my old life back!
You tell him, Krill!
I'm pretty sure I've been working harder than anyone else! And now all of a sudden, I'm the jerk for wanting the treasure I earned?
That's right, Krill.
And you don't have to do anything at all! You just sit around and stuff just happens
He's just
for
sitting there,
you!
like,
It's not
me?
fair! It's all a bunch of bullshit!
Yeah!
I'm sick of it!
I'm sick of it too, Krill.
Gonna
Krill.
get
Oh.
that treasure!
Whoa!
Hold
Into
on to
the
something, y'all.
drain. We're going into the drain. Not the little boy. Not the little man. Somebody help that crab. He just want to go home. Oh. This origin story of Krill and his home. Look at the little baby Krill. Look at the little baby man. Look at him. Oh, he loves his home. His peaceful little home. His skeagles are scary, man. I know. It's scary out in the open world. It's safe and warm and cozy inside your hut. Oh, there's just somebody. Oh, that's how he got the nick in it, and he put the band-aid. Yeah. That's a good home, Krill. That's your home. But somebody had to take it away. They will pay. They'll make them pay, Krill. Oh, nope. Sorry, he's scared of the open ocean. Same, man. Waking up in the dark abyss, I search out for my comrades until I hear a voice calling out to me.
Oh, my head. Where am I? It's so so cold. Anyone? Can you... Nema? Kyton? Conch? Blue guy? I think this is my fault.
What word comes to mind when you think of the Earth?
Hello? Is someone there?
Would you say the Earth is beautiful?
No. It's mean, and it's rude, and it's scary. And everything nice in it just gets messed up eventually anyway.
I stumble upon the treasure, but there's no hope there.
It's over. It's all over. But like, for real this time.
There you are. Do you know what happened to the others?
Oh, now you care about the others. Is that right?
Oh, piss off first.
They can get boiled for all I care. And as a matter of fact, so can you.
So can you. Jesus.
Take a look, pal. Here's the treasure you had us throw our lives away for.
Me?
What's that?
It's nothing! Nothing usable at all! No plastic, no glass, not even a single nugget of foam.
Boy, I risked my life for this treasure for me. I didn't ask you to do it. I didn't ask anyone else to join in on it.
Pile of damn
All
paper.
I was I made to get
worthless.
this for some damn prawn.
It was... So what do we do now?
You want my advice? Go find whatever the apex predator is down here and jump in their goddamn mouth!
Damn, you just told me to krill myself.
Then you'll finally be valuable to someone!
I should beat your blue-headed ass. I trudge further into the depths, and just as I am ready to succumb and finally let myself rest, Nema is there to save me. With some encouraging words, I black out, and when I wake up, I appear to have fought off a gunk infection, almost succumbing to the same disease that led to other crabs going crazy. After a quick pep talk, I'm ready to figure out a way out of here, so I continue further into the dark depths. Lighting the way to Roland's crashed barge, I come across a few new enemies that make their home in this part of the ocean.
What's that over there? Oh, come on!
Yeah, no, that's fair. I also come across a strange spirit that seems to be the voice that was calling out to me when I first woke up here.
Many of us once hoped as you do. I know how you think. You believe if you can hold on to just one thing, one person, one item, one idea, that at the end of the world, you alone might retain something to live for. But that is not how Apocalypse works. You will climb and climb, holding on to your own belongings, barely outpacing death's rising tide, believing without reason that it will ebb before it drowns you. Until one day, it will drown someone you care for. But instead of waking up, you will find a way to justify even this. They should have known better, you will say. They would have survived had they climbed higher and faster, like me. You will repeat this lie to yourself over and over. focusing on keeping your footing as more and more of your world is taken from you. Until one day, you will slip, and those just above you will, in turn, avert their eyes as you sink.
The voice talks of the cruelty of the world, almost as if to break my spirit, but I won't let it. I must persevere, to save those who trust and rely on me. At the barge, Conch relays to me that there are ruins around here that he believes lead to the old ocean, and that if we can find it, we might be able to end up with the treasure after all. Following the ruins, I come across another moon snail shell. Just as I'm ready to teleport myself out, it turns out this shell was just another crab, Petra, and they used the moon snail shell as bait for their prey. I was able to defeat this false moon after only a couple attempts, and now we have a way out of this dangerous land. Conch explains to me that there exists an artifact, the Perfect World, made by sorcerers of the old ocean, and if we can find it, we might be able to sell it and make sure we're not empty-handed at the end of this adventure. Before following Conch deeper into the abyss, I head back to New Crystinia to have a discussion with Nema about what comes next for me. At this point, I can tell Krill is hesitating. He wants his old life back, but maybe that's not what's best for him. Regardless of how we feel, I need to see this final adventure through, so we head back to the abyss and let Conch lead us further down the rabbit hole. As soon as I started down the new path, it transformed into a war zone. Is it war? Oh, what in the Sam hell is that? Oh my god! The area was littered with crabs that acted like tanks and had the most impressive tracking technology that would make the US military jealous. It didn't matter where I ran to or where I head, these crabs could hunt me down and blow me out of the water in seconds. I dodged with my life on the line and more than a couple times lost it. How am I not dead? Jesus. Along with the crabs straight out of War of the Worlds, there were squids that hypnotized me so I couldn't even run away. This combination was extremely deadly and I avoided fighting at all costs here. Oh, I'm dead, 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 I'm dead. Jesus. I eventually made my way to the other end of this hell valley and met up with Kyton, who also made it down here and managed to defeat one of these crab tanks. Continuing along the path, I eventually came across Roland and Inkerton discussing what they were planning to do next.
And you're certain we're going the right way?
Oh, do I have to fight Inkerton?
How should I know? Think I spend my weekends here, do you?
Well, then what the shuck am I still paying you for? Matter of fact, we're in this mess cause you couldn't defeat a damn lobster. Good for nothing. I should have left you on the seabed where I found you, you little...
Oh my god. He shot Roland. Which, like, good riddance, but oh my god, he really did just kill him. Oh shit.
Enjoying the spoils, are you, lad? Proud of what you've done?
Yeah, a little bit.
Look, man, I don't want anything from you. Please just leave me alone. I don't want to fight anymore.
Please leave me alone. I don't want to fight anymore.
But fight ye did.
I
Just
don't want
like
to fight
me.
anymore.
Just like old Lincoln. And down here we've both drifted. Two worthless sinners. Right where we belong. The bottom of the train!
Oh god, Inkerton's lost his damn mind. Killed his own boss and now he wants to take my head off. I've got no choice but to defeat him right here. Oh, okay, so that's 2 spins. Oh my god.
Blasted little barnacle! Nothing but a limpet after all.
Okay, that didn't go so well, but I'll get the hang of his attack patterns and we'll be done here in a flash.
Nothing but a limpet after all. Obnoxious little sponge! Let's face hell together, lad!
Yeah, come on!
To hell with you!
Oh my god! He shot me. Come on! Oh, damn. God damn it, I almost had him. Yeah! There we go. What was that? 3 times? Third time? Third time's charm, baby. Yeah, yeah. Take that, you inky son of a... Now we can continue unhindered to find the entrance to the old ocean. What a sight it was to see the old ocean for the first time. A whole world hidden below everywhere I've been so far. The developers created such a contrast between the new and old oceans. All the color has been bleached from the land here, and it all seems to reek of death with its fractured landscapes and dead coral reefs. As I make my way to the castle in the distance, I'm assaulted by a new enemy type. These crabs are barnacled over, but when they're defeated, they shed their shell and become more deadly at the cost of their lower defenses. This was something I was woefully unprepared for in my first meeting. Dude, what? What? What in the... Making my way into the castle puts me up against enemies that I hate the most. Archers. I can already feel my patience going thin here. No, get away from it. Oh, God. Oh, come on. No, I gotta go through all that all over again. Come on. Thankfully, I got into the castle with little trouble after a couple attempts. And as I stare at Carcinia, the bleached city, I am once again spoken to by the voice of the depths.
You wish to know what I am? I am a dream, little crab. Dreamt by every mind extinguished, every rope strangled throat, every oil-filled gill. Such pained souls are caught by the currents and spin, around and down, until they reach the bottom of the bottom, down where all things go. You will reach it too, soon enough.
I make my way through the floating and broken city, defeating multitudes of enemies and solving puzzles in challenging areas. This location, although not as deadly as the war zone before, had its own unique challenges and frustrations. The constant siege of enemies and jumps between platforms made traversing it a difficult time.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this! You son of a bitch!
More than once, I contemplated stopping and taking a break because I was getting too aggravated.
I'm getting wombo comboed over here.
Each step got me closer though, and I could begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And after traveling through the city and completing a few more puzzles, I found myself at the steps of the castle throne room. Before I can climb the steps, Conch reveals that he was a resident of Carcinia as a child and remembers the downfall of this once thriving civilization. He pleads with me to go forth and find whatever needs to be done to save New Carcinia from the same fate. I now stand before the king of Carcinia, stuck to his porcelain throne, scepter in hand. I must defeat Kamsha to reach the perfect war and save New Carcinia. Once I learned the pattern of his attacks, there really wasn't much trouble. On the first run, I found a spot where I could do damage and he couldn't hit me as much. This boss was turning out to be one of the easiest in the whole game. Of course I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Like all other crabs in the kingdom, Kamsha shed his skin and became much more agile and destructive. I was quickly overwhelmed, and on subsequent runs, I never got as close to beating the boss. I got better and more efficient for phase 1, but phase 2 would always be my downfall. I could never get enough damage in, and getting used to his attack patterns wasn't easy. Alright, well, I gotta put this down because I'm about to break my desk. The next day, I knew that something had to change if I wanted to beat this boss. I took a look at all my stats and abilities and tried to find something to help me in the fight. I leveled myself up as much as I could and added on a new stowaway, a little chum that is supposed to damage enemies as my ally. With my new changes, let's see what I can do. Here we go. No boss. Yes! 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 Oh my god, yes! I love you! My little pet, I love you! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The first run, a single stowaway change was all it took. Thank the heavens. Turns out, with the chum doing constant damage, I could build up the stagger meter, and with one charged attack, I could stagger the boss and do massive damage. It is unreal how much one small change like that could affect the battle. This was a massive lesson for me late in the game about how important it is to take advantage of all options at my disposal. Now, with the king defeated, I head down the drain to figure out the secret of the perfect whirl. At the bottom of the drain, I find the bodies of those who came before me, drawn to the whirl. Above the whirl is a large spiral that reminds me of the spirit that's been communicating with me. And at the bottom of the spiral lies the perfect whirl. I think this is it.
By God! This is it! The perfect whirl! Do you know what this means, child? Perhaps we can begin to learn the secrets of the ancient hermits. And then it's only a matter of time before... Oh, God damn it!
Titan! No!
Titan!
Titan!
Oh my
Titan,
god!
Titan.
He's dead!
You killed him!
You killed him!
Time, he says. The old idiot. Time is something we have none of. This ocean was eaten up before I was even an egg.
What? Why did you do that? He didn't do anything wrong!
We are beyond
My pet's
saving.
just swimming away,
Soon
just like...
we'll share the same fate as the old ocean. The
Bye,
world
buddy.
has
Oh,
only
no, there
one
he is again.
use now. To punish this ugly world, to rip it asunder. To think we really thought you could be our shell. I could vomit.
You are not Titan.
How can you stand it? How can you sleep? How can you even breathe? You've seen how this ocean's been maimed. The agony it's in. The future that was stolen from us. You've seen everything we wanted you to see. So where's your anger? Where is your rage?
I just wanted
Doesn't
to be
this pain
left
bore you
alone.
inside, little crab? Doesn't it just make you want to fucking scream?
Oh my god. This whole time the spirit has tried to corrupt me to take revenge for the ocean. But because I wouldn't take revenge, it decided to possess Titan and do his bidding instead. I didn't want to hurt my friend, but it left me no choice. The fight had a lot of new attack patterns that I had to figure out, but it was a really good fight with some pretty good music as well. The fight only took me a few attempts and it went by really fast when I started utilizing a skill I hadn't tried before. A skill to turn leftover shells into hammers helped me to do more damage in exchange for a little lower attack speed. Eventually, I did enough damage to free Titan from its clutches, but now the spirit was determined to have its revenge. And now my only mission was to survive its final onslaught.
Die with the rest of this ocean! Scream for me! Feel her
With the dying screams of the ocean, I am now headed into the final fight of the game. I do my last level up and prepare for a final showdown against whatever or whoever awaits me.
Kaiten! Are you okay?
I killed him. The old man who never raised a claw against me. I was the strong, wielding death against the weak. There is no salvation for me now.
It wasn't you,
I love just seeing my little pet just like swimming in the side, just like
making you evil.
A great confluence of damned souls. A grim slurry of umami. My body moved at its whim, true. But the anger was mine. The hate was mine. Without it, it could not have taken me as a shell.
Stop talking! You're going to be okay, all right?
Perform me a favor, vagabond.
Finish me.
My anger was too much for me, but do not let it vanish.
Oh.
If you can, take my anger with you and wield it where it is needed to protect this world.
Stop it! Stop talking like you're going to die! I didn't even...
You're not gonna die on me!
I didn't even like you guys when I met you, but I don't want you to go! I don't want to be alone again!
The confluence
He doesn't want to be alone.
There's still time to save this ocean. I must believe this.
There's always time.
Even if it is a lie, I will believe it. Until the day this all ends.
Wait! That old guy was saying that shell has a lot of magic in it, right? I'll just put it on. Maybe I can heal you.
Krill.
Just stay right there. I'll be right back.
That Firth. Is that mother...
Whoa! What happened?
I hate
put on this
this
cool-looking
guy.
shell, and for some reason I feel super great
I
now.
hate
like
this
I could take on the
bastard.
whole ocean.
Oh, you
kind of like
gotta be...
anything I want can become reality, you know? This is gonna change everything. I'm gonna be a hero.
Blue... Firth! I need that shell to save Kaiten. Can I put it on for a second?
Kaiten? Who's that? Whatever you need, it can wait, pal. I'm thinking big right now, and my big things are gonna save New Carcinia.
But we need to save someone here
that's a great
now.
idea. Great thinking, me. Let's do it. Walk.
Oh, no. Just stay right there, Kaiten. I'll be right back.
Whoa. Where the shell are we? A huge trash island? Still time to fix this. Cow water.
Hey there, pal. No hard feelings about our little disagreement earlier, right? My new powers are crazy. I just moved this whole island directly over New Carcinia. Looks like Trash Day came early. Pretty cool, right?
Firth, I really need that shell. Kaiten's hurt bad.
I'll tell you who's hurt bad. The economy. That's who. And not only that, folks are starting to say the trash we've been using is physically harmful to us. Who would have thought? But it's all gonna be okay. Now that I'm the god of this ocean, I've got a super genius 3-step plan to save everyone.
And it involves
Step 1.
trash.
Send the trash
Yeah, there
island
it is.
onto New Carcinia, eliminating the whole concept of Trash Day. A permanent economic boom. What's better than that?
I just need to borrow the world for
Step
a minute.
2. Use that trash to usher New Carcinia into a
And my
second
little pet's
golden
just
age.
swimming.
You'll see technology advance beyond your wildest dreams.
You're not listening to me.
And step 3. With all that new tech, we'll form a plan to make New Carcinia's economy more sustainable. We ought to be able to start using 20% less trash within the next 200 tides or so. You thought I forgot about that part, didn't you? But I'm a caring guy.
I still need to save Kaiten. So give me that shell. I'm not going to let you do this.
That's the cool part about being a god. I don't need you to let me do anything.
Oh
It's
shit,
just
he's
gonna
got his
happen.
own... Is that a spoon? Oh, we bumping.
I need that shell.
All right, first try.
I'll fight
First
you
try.
for it.
We're doing this. We're absolutely doing this. First
That's a
try.
bummer. I thought you had a good head on your shoulders, pal. I was really starting to respect you.
What's
But here
stronger,
you are,
the fork or the
resorting to physical
spoon?
violence to take down an honest business crab. No need to get angry, pal. You're only gonna get yourself hurt.
I'm not!
Your pal.
I am getting angry, aren't I? I think maybe I've been angry the whole time. Ever since I left the time.
You wouldn't like me when I'm
I never
angry.
wanted to be. Everyone else seems angry all the time. I didn't want to be like that. But I can't help it. Not when people like you always get everything you want, and other people get hurt for it. It's not fair! And I'm really strong now. Strong enough to stop you from making things worse!
Maybe I
You
should
really
have
are
tried to
quite
upgrade my
white,
fork.
you know? If you're gonna fight me, quit the sob story and just do it. I've got an empire to build here.
And so
on, do
begins
it,
the
hit me, don't
hardest
be a
and
coward.
longest fight of this whole journey. This was so much longer even than Roland. It took me well over an hour to finish. The multitude of powers to watch out for and the teleporting abilities made first attack patterns a pain in my ass to try and get used to. Even when I started understanding the timing of attacks, it never seemed enough. Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Alright. And just when I started understanding his attacks, he busts out his second phase and the process begins again. Learn the patterns, dodge, do as much damage, get beat, respawn, rinse and repeat over and over. I was using every trick and mechanic I could to try and beat this last boss. I had my ally attacking him. I was using my hammer strategy. I was using shell spells when I could and as many techniques as I remembered. On and on this went until the final run. I'm gonna leave this uncut so you can see just how focused I got for this last battle. I almost hit the up button. I almost hit up on the D-pad and got rid of another of my heart help pods.
Do it! Hit
I
me!
almost.
Don't be a coward!
Psych! Missing.
No one likes a sore loser, buddy!
L hopping bitch, man. Bitch made. Bitch made.
What's the six, pal?
And it still hits me. And of course it still hits me. Death be unto first. Does it automatically heal me up to full for the second part? It does. One little... Jesus God, that's close. Oh, that was close. Oh, yeah. Okay, my thing's gone. Okay, that's easier to dodge than I thought.
You ain't seen nothing yet, dude!
God, son of a bitch.
After I take care of you, my
God.
life's gonna rule!
Son of a bitch.
thing's downright overpowered.
God, that was close. No, 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 no! Yes.
No, no, no.
There we go.
Wait, don't put that on.
Oh my God. Oh, it's done.
I think
Suck
I
my
get
dick
what Kite
first.
meant now.
Krill, hold on.
Let's
talk about this
go.
like adults.
If I'm gonna be angry, I might as well use it for something good.
I'm
So
gonna
that maybe
fry you with some
one day,
delicious oil
other
and
people
boil you
won't have
alive.
to
I want
fight
you to
like
feel
me.
it first.
And what better way to start
Oh, am I becoming the
than
villain?
to beat up a selfish,
Shellfish?
greedy,
Oh.
muscle sucker like yeah!
Muscle shucker. Oh my God. I exploded that bitch. Holy. There's still a lot of trash in the ocean, Krill. We have done nothing other than break the shell and killed somebody. Someone who had surrendered. We are now a war criminal. How do you feel, Krill? How do you feel becoming a war criminal? And with one final blow, we rain down Trash Island onto New Carcinia. Not the outcome we were hoping for, but one that we'll have to live with. I can't imagine the extensive property damage and injuries people have suffered here.
Hey, pal. No hard feelings, right?
Oh my God! Some worse than others. Everyone's so excited about the trash, but it's just gonna get worse from here on out. In the end, I talk with Nema and wonder about where my place in this wide ocean is and if there's even a home out there for me. Speaking with a homeless crab, I'm reminded to remember the good times while we have them and not to take my situation for granted, but what now? I'm shellless and without a place to go. Right! There was one last matter to settle first. You! I should have done that from the goddamn start, you ungrateful, selfish prawn.
What word comes to mind when you think of the Earth? This world is resilient, but not endlessly so. As this Earth spins ever faster towards its uncertain future, all will face that future in their own way. Some will fight for the world they dream of, blade in hand. Some will spend their whole lives saving others from falling through the cracks. And others still will never rest in one place for long. As this fragile world begins to fracture, no matter how large or small, the one thing no creature can afford is complacency. But though history talks of warriors and heroes, and great mighty crabs that shook the world, it is the thankless deeds that shall ever make that world worth fighting for.
Whew, what a phenomenal game. It even left me with a nice little message about doing your best in this big world and making the small moments count. Being kind to others and to continue on living despite all that might be wrong out there. The developers did a fantastic job with this game and I could really tell how much love and care they put into it. Now, this was my first foray into Souls-like RPG games, and my only one for the time being. We'll see how far down the line I wait until I attempt another. But I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure, and I hope you all got as much out of this as I did. Take care now, and until next time.